Hey everybody, Brett here. Day 319, Carnivore Journey. And today is the day after Christmas, December 26th. My last video I did was on Christmas Eve. And it was my Monday weigh-in, and it was really frustrating. A little frustrating. And disappointed just kind of in myself and not doing the right things and everything else. So what I decided at that point was to get back to where I was towards the beginning of this whole journey and start weighing in every day. Being able to see from day to day what works, what doesn't, and everything else. So those weigh-ins start today. December 26, 2024. And today's weigh-in number is 237.6 pounds. So this is a full 10 pounds over my lowest weight that I've had. It is where I'm beginning, right? I'm at 319 days. I started this thing planning to do it for a month. Trying to lose 30 pounds, right? That was my initial goal, 30 pounds by between February 13th and June 21st, I think it was. I wanted to lose 30 pounds in that window. And I lost 80 pounds in that window. Did that through daily weigh-in, checking my ketones, checking my sugar, being open and honest with myself and the world about how my day went, what did I eat, what I was feeling, and everything else, right? But every day, right? I weighed 234.8 on Monday, so I weighed in today 237.6. So I gained 2.8 pounds. And that was how I kept myself accountable. That was the whole point in this whole thing, was to keep myself accountable. And and I've been fairly honest with everybody on this channel about when I've eaten the right things, when I've eaten the wrong things. Yesterday, Christmas Day, I definitely ate some wrong things. And today I ate some wrong things. So for dinner tonight, we had brisket tacos, and I did have a tortilla, 2 tortillas, with my brisket, cheese, and a little bit of tomatillo salsa on there. A couple of chips. That's what I ate. The brisket was smoked yesterday, or ended up being baked yesterday, because my smoker died. My smoker died about 4 or 5 hours into my smoke, which usually runs about 16 hours. And so I ended up just having to cook it in the oven. It didn't work out the way I wanted, but that's neither here nor there. But that's what it was. And Christmas Eve dinner, our original plan was to go to a barbecue place. My wife had called and confirmed with them like 3 weeks ago, and they said they were going to be open until 6 o'clock. We got there at 5 o'clock, and they said, or we got there at 4:45, and they said, yeah, we close at 5. So we ended up going to a Mexican place, and I said, you know what? I'm going to reset on the 26th. I'm going to weigh in. I'm going to start everything over again. So I'm just going to eat. So I had a chimichanga. That is one of my favorite dishes to get at a Mexican restaurant. So that's what I did. And so the last 3 days, today, yesterday, and the day before, have been, we'll just call them non-carnivore. They were not carnivore. I had a lot of carnivore in the midst of those days, but that was not the full deal. So I am I gotta reset, gotta restart. If I want to get to my goal of 190, I've got to be more disciplined in my carnivore. Could I do it with keto and exercise and everything else? Yeah, I'm sure I could. The timeline would just be different, right? It's going to take longer. The way that my body has reacted to carnivore and clean carnivore has been amazing. And I know that that's what my body wants in order to lose the weight, get back down to where I want to be. And so that's what I'm doing now. So that's what I'm recommitting to. So today's weigh-in 237.6. Tomorrow, plan for tomorrow is going to be actually going to get up, and my son and I are going to go fishing. I haven't been fishing in I don't know when. I guess I went fishing in June. Did some fly fishing in June on private, highly stocked ponds. And time before that was probably a year and a half before that with some ice fishing. So it's been a while. I got my new kayak. I want to get back fishing. So I'm going to go just do some shoreline fishing right now with my son. We went tonight and got some more, basically some tackle. So we got some tackle, hooks, and that, so we can do some drop shot rigs and whatnot. And it's going to be good. It's going to be fun. As long as we can find a decent place. But it's going to be December 27th. Outside of Denver, Colorado. It's going to be rough. But it'll still be fun. I'm just looking forward to getting out with my son. But we did that. We did some stuff with my wife Bronco. I put some grab handles in it. I put some mud flaps on it, and I got side rails coming for it tomorrow. I'm going to put those on in a couple days. And that's kind of what my plan is over the next few days here. Food-wise, not 100% locked in on things. I'm going to focus on meat. Meat and eggs. That's going to be my main focus for the next few days. I'm going to do my best to stay away from any kind of cheeses. But meat and eggs. Pork, bacon. I'm going to do that. The eggs. And then, like I know Sunday night we're doing hamburgers. I might do some just ground beef tomorrow night and or Saturday night, just with some Mexican seasonings in it. The stuff that my wife makes for tacos. I'm just going to cook that up without any of the other stuff and just eat the meat. That's where I'll probably put in a little bit of sour cream, and maybe a little bit of cheese, but not much. But that's kind of the plan. So I'm going to get back to it. And then we'll see how disappointed I am come January 1st when I do my weigh-in and compare it with my end of September, beginning of September. Excuse me. Meathead for Life will correct me on which one it is, but we were going to see who had the best overall loss, basically in the last quarter of the year, and yeah, we'll see how poorly I do. But yeah, that's where it's at. Stick around with me, see how this goes, see if I can get this turned around and back on track and start seeing some better results. Results as good as when I first started carnivore? Probably not. I had so much weight to lose that I can't imagine that my body can still drop that much weight. But my goal is to focus, realign to the carnivore diet. Beef, butter, bacon, eggs is going to be the primary thing in the world for me right now. And yeah, I planned on getting back to exercise and I didn't, and I'm still fighting off some of the effects of my surgery that I had last week. Don't know that I'm going to be in the gym anytime soon. But fishing, walking around the pond, things like that. That's got to be at least some level of exercise. So, excuse me, tired, it's late. But yeah, that's where things are at. Stick around, see how I do. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you think I'm doing the right thing. Tell me if you think I'm crazy. Looking forward to it. That's what I have for you today. I'll talk with you tomorrow.